Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for October the 24th through to the 30th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you, truly. Oh, we had a card flip out here. Seven of Cups. You could be all over the place. You could be, I almost get a sense that it's hard to zero in on one thing this week for you, or where you are looking. I almost see all those cups in like a fog, like situation, and I know it's not really fog. The moon is very big there, so maybe by the time the new moon comes around, you make some firm decisions on going forward, because the moon is in the background of these. But I almost get this confusion, the sense of confusion, or a sense of not knowing exactly where to push forward, or where to move forward, or where to put your energy, or where to pull away your energy this week. So don't let that don't feel like everybody else has got it figured out and you don't, kind of thing, because when the new moon comes, don't worry. You will see the directions forward, or maybe you'll see, well, we'll see what the cards say. Ten of Cups. Maybe you'll see your happily ever after. Maybe this is the week where you realize what your happily ever after truly would look like. What kind of security, what kind of love surrounds you. Home and family, partnerships, relationships, maybe the children in your life. But this is really getting a sense of your passion, your love, your compassion, and the happily ever after. What does it look like? Now, Venus is crossing over Saturn, and that is in your sign. So very much you could see where you have a firm foundation on which to build your happily ever after, of what you need to bring into the picture, or where you need to expand who you are or what you do to allow more passion or joy into your life, or love into your life. Maybe relationships will take on a stronger meaning for you, and how to invest into that relationship so it is filled with security, that it's long term, that it deepens in some way. We have the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, work hard, raise the bar. And the Ten of Wands crosses over the Ten of Swords. Eeks. Well, I try and be a very positive tarot card reader. I try and be a very positive and outgoing kind of person. And I always look for the rainbow. And really, between these two cards, there's just the tiniest hint of rainbow. I think this week is all about closures in your life, healing in your life, closing chapters in your life. Now, with the Ten of Wands, we see also where the potential for new is, but we really need to let go of old energy. We need to clear that energy. So, I mean, meditation and prayer, alone time with yourself, tapping into your spirituality, tapping into God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, on how to go forward. The Ten of Swords is your wisdom that you have gained to this point, and now it's using that wisdom. If you watch the weekly focus, I talked about that iceberg, and we have so much Scorpio energy. And Scorpio for you is your 12th house, which is all about endings and healing. It's also about your great spirituality that you can step into and expand. But, there's going to be closure in your life this week. There's going to be chapters ending in your life this week. So you can stand upright so that you are going into the new moon with a renewed sense of purpose, a new sense of being. So go with the flow. Understand that things are happening in your life. Transitions are happening. Relationships are changing. Situations are changing in your life for your greater good. And it's by sticking to the wisdom of what you've already learned, of what you already want, in order to go forward. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is saying, you know, you see the potential of what you can do in life. Maybe it is in your work, career, maybe it is within the community, maybe it's the neighborhood, maybe it's the home, maybe it's within yourself. And realize the good that you do in different areas of your life, but also you are raising the bar. You are looking at how to put more of yourself into it to make it greater, to make it better. For underlying energy, we have the Hermit. Yes, definitely. It's the more time that you go inwardly this week, the more understanding you will have about your path forward, of the plans that you need to make. Okay, this is tapping into your intuition. This is tapping into your higher wisdom. This is like, you know, the hermit is one who goes out into the desert and into the cave, and they sit there and they tap into their intuition, they tap into their wisdom, and they devise the plan for what is needed to go forward, what they want to go forward in, and making a plan. And then coming out of that cave, coming out of the desert, and initiating the plan forward. So it's knowing at a very core level of what fills you with passion, what fills you with love, what gives you that sense of security, and understanding the things that you have to do in order to go forward and to walk into the new beginnings, the new starts, the new realizations. Nine of Swords for overriding energy. So, you know, I think you're going to have this extra weight, and I haven't really seen it in any of the other signs, but for you, I'm seeing this. Well, Leo was a little bit too. Leo was a bit, and that's a fellow fire sign to you. You know, we don't want to add extra drama than what there needs to be. So don't get uptight about the little things in life. Don't sweat the small stuff this week. Okay, this is where we can take that little tiny molehill and grow it into this giant mountain that we will never climb, that we will never get over. So we don't want to start to play into our fears, play into our worry, play into our concern. We want to be proactive. We want to be positive. We want to know that whatever happens to us is happening for a divine purpose in order to move us forward. And, you know, this is a lot about your spirituality, your belief, your belief core, your center. And knowing, you know, this is a time when you are just closing your eyes at night and you're ready to fall asleep. You start thinking of the wonderful opportunities that can lay in wait for you, what you want to create, what you want to manifest, who you want to become. Don't think of the negatives, because that's what happens. We allow the negatives in. And then we go to sleep and it gets to build in our subconscious for 8 hours until we open up our eyes again. We wake up and we feel depleted already and we haven't even started our day. Why? Because we went to bed thinking those negative thoughts and they percolated all night long. We want to think positive thoughts. We want to look at what defines our happily ever after. We want to put that into focus when we go to bed at night, so that we're not bringing in the negative, we're not dissipating our energy, we're not thinking it's worse than it really is, that this too shall pass. Two of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. My goodness, you guys are getting it good this week, I tell you. Okay, so the Two of Swords is, you know, where we have kept the blindfold on, where we haven't wanted to look at issues, where we haven't wanted to acknowledge a problem area of our life. And, you know, this card with it tells us that we have what it takes to move past it, to move forward, to get past that hurdle or that mountain that we've built for ourselves. This is understanding our unique talents and our abilities and embracing them, and knowing that we can go forward with the strength that we can conquer anything if we take off that blindfold and we look it square in the eye. There's something from your past that's holding you back, that's weighing you down. It could be just your thought pattern, okay, where you need some healing in your life, where you've never forgiven yourself completely, or you don't think that you are deserving of a certain path, and you need to move past it. So definitely, the more that you can incorporate that hermit energy in, the more you are going to see how that happily ever after is going to manifest for you. For work and career, we have the Three of Wands. You are thinking about, well, new adventures, new opportunities, stepping into new ways of doing, new ways of being, new ways of becoming. And there's pros and cons to, maybe you are deciding over two completely different paths. Maybe you're on a path now when it comes to work and career, and this is a switching of lanes. And should you make that switch, or should you stay on the road that you're already on? Or maybe it is, maybe it's leaving work and going home to be a full-time mom or a full-time dad, or taking care of um, a family member. And weighing the pros and cons. How will this work? How will this bring in balance? How does this strengthen my path forward? Am I strong in this path forward? Can I be strong in this path forward? Do I have what it takes? And so you're weighing it out here. So regardless that, I really do believe that there's choices, and with the Two of Swords being there, there's usually a decision that has to be made, and here a decision has to be made as well. So work and career. What fills you with passion? What fills you with joy? Now, some people don't like the work and career. I've heard that often now, that they've moved past this point in their life, and so work and career doesn't really pertain to them all that much. But it's what defines you as a person. So how are you moving forward in that sense? Okay, so um, if we met at a party, okay, we'd exchange names, and then we'd say, so what do you do? And we go on to explain what we do, what defines us, what matters in our life, where we are growing, where we find our happiness, our true joy. And we are looking forward onto a new path, a new adventure, a very expansive path that takes up most of the card. And for love and relationships, oh, we have the Page of Cups. If you want love to come in, this is a beautiful week for it. You may be even more centered on trying to find a relationship if you're single. Putting that vibration out. You're highly intuitive. You are filled with a compassion. This could be somebody coming in, and they don't just come in if they're as a lover, but they come in, they could be the new best friend, they could be the mentor moving forward, and it could be a combination of those things where you tap each other's brains for wisdom. You brainstorm together, you grow together. One has wisdom in one area, one has wisdom in another, and you combine that wisdom to grow forward. This is a very spiritual card, so expect your spirituality to be enhanced, okay? So the more loving and compassionate you can stay in that kind of vibration, the more that you will be able to tap into your intuition, talk to your angels and spirit guides, God, the universe. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.